Hello and welcome to my vlog and welcome to the last full week of whatever-a-thon. I've already completed, obviously it's the last full week of Clear Your Shit as well. As I said in last week's vlog, I have completed my TBR amount goal for whatever-a-thon. I've read 10 books, so now it's just extra. Clear Your Shit, I have 2 more books to read, which are In the Ravenous Dark and Pride and Prejudice. So they will be read. Well, Pride and Prejudice will be started this week. In the Ravenous Dark, I am thinking of starting after the Ravens, which is there. I'm not sure yet. But yeah, obviously I said in last week's vlog I would update you last night. That didn't happen. But I am happy to say I am officially over 50% of the way through the Ravens. Still, I still don't like Vivi. She went within a chapter, literally within a chapter, for no reason whatsoever. Well, apart from they were dying, but they weren't. From not knowing how to use magic and being very naive to, oh, I'm going to try all these big spells that I'm not trained to do yet. And Scarlett's gone from not liking Vivi to being really friendly with her. So yeah, there has been a bit of update with what I presume is one of the love interest for one of our characters, but not the update I thought. Turns out he's actually connected to someone from her past, and she's not happy because something happened, and yes. But that's not my big update. So, as you will have seen in my May book haul, I want to say, I hauled Honey and Issues Guide to Fake Dating by Adiba Jagadar. When Adiba was promoting this, her and her publishing company, Hoda, had a little competition, I'll say, online where you could win 2 bookmarks, a signed book thing for the book sticker, that's the thing, and a really cute picture of the 2 main characters, Honey and Issue. I didn't think I'd won, and then I got an envelope with the postmark from Ireland. I won! So here's a really cute art for the book. I think that's so adorable. And then you have the 2 bookmarks. So one is obviously based on the cover of the book. The second has our 2 protagonists on it. And then we get the little book sticker. Let me make sure it's held up the right way. So yeah, I won. That was actually a really nice thing to do. I had a meeting today, went really well with work. And then I went downstairs because I didn't eat breakfast till 11 o'clock, so I had to bring my bowl down. I had the meeting early. And the envelope was just there. So, yay! Today, Gavin is doing sprints with Jade and potentially other captains from whatever-a-thon. So my aim is to finish the Ravens tonight. I only have about 200 something pages, so it's doable. And I figured out I don't need to read 220 pages a day. So between now and the 31st of June, I need to read 130 pages a day. So my little reading slump last week did not have a big impact. I only have about 1,000 and something pages to read because Pride and Prejudice, which is there, I'm reading for a buddy read. So I've already got that mapped out, so I know what I need to read for that, so I will probably read extra on top of that. So yeah, so my aim this week is to finish the Ravens, start and finish In the Ravenous Dark, and hopefully start and finish The Hunting Party. I keep looking there at the big screen because I'm looking at the books. Sorry, I'm looking at the camera now. And then I can just read Spellslinger next week. Yeah. So it's gonna be a good week, I think. Yeah, although I won't be doing much reading this weekend. Obviously, I have D&D on Sunday. I really, like I said in yesterday's vlog, I hope I did anyway, I really enjoyed it. So I'm looking forward to going back to it. On Saturday, I have a wedding reception at 5:30, but I need to do some shopping beforehand, so most likely no reading will be done. Obviously can't drink and dance at weddings because COVID restrictions. But it's for one of my lovely colleagues at work, and I'm so happy for her that she's married. They make a really cute couple. Obviously I won't be inserting any here, but yeah, they make a really cute couple, so I can't wait to just go and be with everyone and just sit and eat. So yeah, that is, sorry I keep looking down. The little pings you've heard of being work things. I'm on lunch, so yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna go. I'm not gonna pick up the Ravens because this lunch I need to crack on with my assignment for work. And get that done. Obviously I need to go stick my little sticker in my book. Right around, yay. And yeah, so I'm gonna go and I'll update you when I have hopefully finished the Ravens tonight. 9 o'clock Tuesday evening, and I have finished the Ravens. 3 stars. I was thinking 3.5, but something stopping me from doing that half. So good points, bad points, good points. I liked the writing. I actually did. It flowed nicely to the point where you could either read it all in one sitting or you could break it up and not feel like you were forcing yourself to break it up, if that makes sense. The character of Scarlet, really liked her. To see her progression from the beginning to the end was really nice, even though as I said earlier, I didn't understand her kind of quick change of thought about Vivi, because to me I didn't see that change. I didn't see how she changed her mind, what made her change her mind apart from her power. Yes, I liked her. I liked Vivi's mum, Daphne, even though she wasn't in it very long. I liked her. I liked the character of, I can't say anymore because that would be a spoiler. Nah. I kind of liked the storyline before the big reveal at the end, because that's one of my bad points. And I liked that it wanted to portray this message of sisterhood, which connects to my bad points. I do not care if a certain someone gave permission. Someone you see as a sister splits up with their boyfriend 5 days later or a week, something like that, you're with him because she says she gives permission. That is not a sister. Also, the big bad reveal. It was hinted at very subtly at the beginning, so it was a surprise at the end. But I think it should have kind of maybe been built a little bit more. I know books are meant to surprise you, but so this one I was a bit like, no, yeah. It was one of those where if it had been built a little bit more, like the reason she did it had been mentioned a couple more times, or the repercussions of a certain someone not doing something, fine, I could have gone along with that. It just felt a bit like, here's a surprise, and it was like, it makes sense, but even then it's like, oh my god, it makes sense. Should have been built more. The character of Vivi, I cannot stand. I'm not like other girls. Oh my god, magic! To being able to use quite big spells, to again being like, oh my god, this is a big spell, I can't use it. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. And yes, I didn't like that. The love interest there. Sorry, got chocolate on me. the love interest, there was no reason for them to be there. In my eyes, we could have had a book about sisterhood and no men, and I'd have been so much happy with it. The conclusion to the big setup for the end of the main storyline, I enjoyed that. And also something good, something bad, something good sandwich. I quite enjoyed that they coming together, they are sisters, and the final chapter, liked it. I know there is a sequel, I don't know when it's coming out. I'm in two minds whether or not to pick that up. I'll probably decide more when it does come out. I'm in two minds whether or not to pick up a sequel. I enjoyed the book, but then do I want to read more about Vivi? I want to read about Scarlet. Do I want to read about Vivi? And you're probably sat there going, Michelle, this is a bit ridiculous about this one character. I know she broke the girl code. The oh my god, I'm not like the no. But this was in a Lucret box, and I'm guessing they will do the sequel. I don't know yet. And if that comes with sprayed edges, I will probably want the sprayed edges. And can I pay like £20 for it? I like I said, I'll probably decide when I realise it when it comes out. Voice crook. It is only now 9:05, so I could pick another book up, but I want to kind of crack on with my work, my assignment for my distance learning course. I've realised I have 23 questions left to answer. So if I can get like another 7 at least cracked out tonight and done, I will be happy. I can just concentrate on the remainder tomorrow. And then get it sent off because it has to go off tomorrow. I might even wake up early and just crack on with it. But if I do pick up another book tonight, which I'm hoping to do just before I go to bed, it will probably be Spellslinger. But I will update you in the morning about that because I go to bed at like 11:30 and I'm working from home because I go up normally at 7, so I don't want to disturb neighbours. So yeah, I will update you all in the morning or tomorrow sometime when I have decided what book to pick up. Hello, Thursday morning. Please ignore state of me and state of behind me because I need to tidy and I'm just boosting my laptop up for work. I realised I didn't really let you know what I read picked up after the Ravens. I started and finished Spellslinger. I really, really enjoyed this book. This is actually one of my really good friend Matt's favourite series. And it's also one of Jada Ray Reid's favourite series. Again, laptop's booting up for work, so that's a dinging noise. So it was one of her favourite series. It's also got me quite a few points for whatever-a-thon, so I thought I would pick it up this month. In this book, you follow a young gentleman called Kellen who lives in a world where magic is kind of everything. If you don't have magic, you are seen as the lowest of the low. You are made to become a servant of the community. Kellen's dad is a really, really powerful mage. His sister, who is 13, is a really, really powerful mage. Kellen, at the age of 15, a few days before his 16th birthday, has no magic. And he quickly realises that he might not be a mage and may have to live the life that he doesn't want to live. And then he starts a trial to try and get his magic. Well, a trial to show his magic, but obviously he has none. And a stranger turns up and shows him that maybe there is a different path for him. I loved this series. I really enjoyed all the characters. It's going to sound really weird, but even the kind of bad guys, because once you hear the backstory, you kind of realise that actually they're the way they are because they were brought up to be that way, and it looks like it's continuing. I enjoyed the relationship between Kellen and his sister and the one with him and his parents is very strange. They're doing things to protect him, but actually they're hurting him in the long run. And yeah, again, I kind of see where they're coming from. I enjoyed Stranger. She was very interesting. The magic system, there isn't really a system. Well, there is a system, but there isn't a system. I enjoyed that. I kind of got my head around it very quickly, which is quite unusual because normally when it comes to magic systems, me and my brain just got for like 400 pages. The writing was really, yes, I missed a book, and the writing was really good as well. But Sebastian de Castell is an amazing writer from what I've heard anyway, so this just kind of solidified that words before 9 o'clock do not come to me. So yeah, really enjoyed it, and that is of course book 12 for the month done. My buddy read for Pride and Prejudice starts tomorrow, so I'm not going to pick up The Hunting Party, which is yes, my books have fallen over. So I'm going to pick up In the Ravenous Dark tonight. I know I did say I may have a video up tonight. That's looking not likely. I haven't been able to film it because I've had stuff to do for work on my lunch break, so I've not had time to film, because even though it's daylight saving hours, is it daylight saving hours? British summertime, so it should be light outside. It's been cloudy, so once I finish work, it's literally I'll film something, go back to watch it, and it looks dark. And I don't want to put my light on because I want to have the light coming in. So I'm going to see if I can film this afternoon, this lunchtime. If I can't, it may be that the video is for next week. But yeah, so I've got, like I said, I've got Buddy Read Pride and Prejudice starting tomorrow. So I'm going to start In the Ravenous Dark tonight. I hope to finish that by tomorrow. Well, tomorrow. Because Saturday I've got the wedding reception in the evening, but I've got to go to town beforehand, and depending on what time my delivery gets to the shop depends on how much time I will have to get ready for the reception. So I will literally just be running around like a headless chicken, so no reading will be done. Sunday obviously I've got D&D, but I can read after that, which is really great. But yeah, looking like I will finish all the books on my TBR for June. Fingers crossed. It is only the 24th, but that means I've only got a week. Well, I've got 6 days. Well, 7, including today, to finish the books. But let's see how it goes. I will update you tonight when I have read some of In the Ravenous Dark and if I have managed to film or not. 10:10 Thursday evening. I did film that video I was on about. I haven't uploaded it because I haven't edited it, so it'll be up tomorrow. I have read half of the In the Ravenous Dark book. I keep forgetting the name of this book. I'm enjoying it. I'm really enjoying it. I know Ada loved it. I think she gave it 5 stars. I'm enjoying the relationships being built. I'm really enjoying the world building, and there's just differences in the magic and the system, and yeah. I've got to the part where he revealed that. Yeah. I also think that someone who said they're going to help isn't going to help. But let's see, because I'm hoping for a happy ending. I've read half of it today, but I'm going to leave the other half for tomorrow because I'm shattered and I need to go to bed. So I will update you all tomorrow when my video is up and when I have hopefully finished, or if I'm partway through, because I do start my Pride and Prejudice buddy read tomorrow. 20 to 8 on Friday, and I have finished In the Ravenous Dark. Oh my gosh, 5 stars. Loved this book so much. I don't even think speechless. Well, not speechless. So how to say why I love it without spoiling it. The character and world building, very, 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 very good. In fact, the whole writing style was very, very good, very easy and quick to slip into and read. World building, I'm going to be honest, when I read a book and they describe the environment, I don't normally imagine that environment. I imagine what I think the environment should look like or would look like. With this book, I imagined what the author A.M. Strickland wrote. I imagined the building and environment as she wrote it, which for me is chef's kiss, because it very rarely happens, and well, few and far between. The character building, you start off liking characters and hating some characters, you end up hating some characters and loving some characters. Some characters grow on you, some characters stay with your heart. Jaffa is my little non-binary person. I adore them. I adore them. I just want to give them a hug. And yes, while that ending, once you find out a couple of things that happened, is a little bit predictable, it's predictable in the sense that it still makes you happy and you don't think, oh, that was predictable, why have I read this book, like you do with other books. But I love it. I love it, love it, love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. So that is book number 13 read for the month. I need to pick up Pride and Prejudice next because that is my buddy read, and I need to read the 60 or so pages for today. Well, I could pick up The Hunting Party as well. I'm probably just going to leave that for next week because there is a rugby match on tonight. I didn't realise, but you can actually watch the Guinness Six Nations Under-20s Championship on YouTube. I watched the England-Scotland game while I was working. I saw bits of the France-Italy game, but I was reading. And it's now Wales versus Ireland in about 20 minutes. So I really want to watch that. I want to support the under-20s so that when they do join the bigger, more professional team, I know who they are and I'm not just like, oh, right, okay, that's nice. And it's just something I enjoy watching rugby more than football most of the time, so I kind of want to try and get more into that. But yes, tangent. Tomorrow I'm hopefully busy from 12 o'clock right through to 12 o'clock because I have the wedding reception at 5:30, but I need to go to town and pick up a few things. Hopefully I get my email for my order to say it's delivered by 12, otherwise I'll be rushing. But I do have a food delivery coming between 6 and 8 in the morning, so I may be able to start the hunting party then. Cause sometimes I get it at 6 when it's straight away, or I get it at 8. And if I get it at 6, I'm going back to bed. If I get it at 8, I can read while I wait. So yeah, I've got that, and obviously D&D is Sunday, but I need to obviously read Pride and Prejudice as well as Hunting Party, so my thinking is try and start the Hunting Party on Sunday because Pride and Prejudice, it's literally split into like 70 page chapters, so it shouldn't hopefully take me that long because it's a reread and I really, really love that book. So it shouldn't take me that long to read it. And read it and me read the pages of that day. So Sunday I should be able to read The Hunting Party as well because I am working from home on Monday, but I am in the office again Tuesday or Wednesday because of meetings. So them days I probably will just read Pride and Prejudice majority of the time because I won't be able to read during my lunch. Not that I don't think any of my colleagues would mind, I just feel really awkward. But yeah, so I am good. I did want to try and squeeze a few more books on this month. I knew it was going to be a stretch. It hasn't happened. I'm not bothered. But I have come to a decision for next month's TBR. I will have a TBR just smaller because I am participating in another readathon, and that is the Olympic Games readathon. I think it's the Olympic Games. It might just be Olympics. No, it's Olympic Games. I wrote it down. I can't remember who it's hosted by, but obviously I will say all that in my TBR video. But I will link the announcement video down below because it's really cool. You just pick your team amongst the top 10 gods, I think it is, as a water baby. And I had taken the Rick Riordan test before, and I did get Poseidon as my godly parent. I got him again, so I am Team Poseidon, me and Percy, bros, fighting, while Tyrone's, just being our big bro. There is only 5 main tasks, challenges, so 5 books you have to read. There are about 7-ish extra challenges, I think, 7 or 6. I don't have to read them if I don't want to. I already have my TBR kind of set for the 5 that I have to read. Which means I would then be able to just read what I want. So my thinking is read a book for a challenge, so either the Olympic Games, the Buzzwordathon, or the Read Your Shelf challenge. So read one of them, read a book I want. I'm quite half and half with the TBR I have set for Olympic Games. Not the top 5. There is about 3 of them that I'm like, I really actually want to read you. And it actually helps that obviously one of my unconscious choices this from like March was to try and read an Illumicrate or a Goldsborough book every month so they don't build up. 2 of my 5 choices, one is a Goldsborough, one is an Illumicrate, so I am reaching that as well. So yes, I'm gonna go though. But saying all that, I'm practically just giving you all about the Olympic Games. But again, I will link that video down below, the announcement video. You can join whenever. I will also do my TBR video to tell you more on what I am reading. But yeah, I will go and I will update you when. Well, I probably will update you about Pride and Prejudice till I've finished it. Or just to say how much I love the character still, because Darcy. Darcy and Elizabeth are seriously OTPs. I know a lot of people are like, oh, but he doesn't like her. No, just no, he doesn't like her because he thinks she's like her mother, but her mother only had her daughter's best interests at heart, and I will not get into the whole discussion. But yeah, I will update you tomorrow as to what I read and how far I get into it, unless I read tonight The Honey Empire, well, some of it. So, yeah, see you then. Hello, Sunday evening. I have caught up on my days for my buddy read for Pride and Prejudice. Prejudice. I didn't end up reading yesterday. I had such a busy day. I didn't end up reading. I didn't read on... No, I did read on Friday. I read one part. I thought, oh, it's my start my buddy read. Yeah, the buddy read started on Thursday. So I've read 3 parts today. I am about halfway through the book, I want to say. This isn't the best book of it to read to know about how many pages you actually have, because there's so much extra text on it. Yeah, no, I'm over halfway through, so I will have that read or finished on Wednesday. I didn't end up editing and uploading that video that I filmed on Thursday. I was Friday. This is the thing, nothing happened on Friday. I just felt lazy. But I was getting up early on Saturday because I had my Iceland delivery at 6. And excuse me. Yeah, 6 o'clock in the morning, so I was in bed by like 9:30. I was just like, I need sleep. Yeah, and then I had a lazy morning, so yeah, I didn't really do much reading this weekend. But this week's been good. I read 4 books? Let's call it 3 books. 3 books, yeah, because I finished The Ravens, read and finished Spellslinger and in the Ravenous Dark, and I am halfway through Pride and Prejudice. Prejudice, not Prejudice. What can I say about this book except for it's a classic, and Darcy and Elizabeth have my heart. Especially when you think about the time that a woman wasn't taught to be outspoken and to speak her feelings, and she just accepts that the man will control her life, and she's literally like, nah. And Darcy starts by not liking this attitude of Elizabeth, and I've just got to past the part when they're at Rossing's and he says what he says, and then the letter, obviously, and then obviously when you get to the end of the book, you have the, and it's just a, it's do you know what, it is like that meme, F Romeo and Juliet, I want what these bees have. This is me. If someone came to me and didn't like me to start with, and then after a few months, like, you know what, I actually do have feelings, I want to be with you, and yeah, I'd like, I'm down. But you know what, I'm happy being an independent woman. I don't need a man or a woman at this moment in time, or a non-binary, so I am just being me. Next week's vlog will be a mix, because obviously it will be finishing on the Wednesday for June, so hopefully Wednesday's update will be me going, I finished June's TBR, and then obviously the rest of the week will be my birthday, because I turned 28 on Friday. That is crazy. COVID has scuppered plans. Well, the restrictions have scuppered plans, so on the day I'm just going shopping with my sister. She's the only one with the day off and who has time to go shopping, so we're going to go for lunch. I may not vlog much of that day because I don't know if she wants to be in the video, but anyway, I will talk about that one in the vlog. So yeah, that is this week's vlog done. A good week. I checked Goodreads and I think I'm something like 21 books ahead of schedule. I'm just glad that next month's TBR is looking quite small. There's only 7 books I have to read. But again, I will talk about in my TBR video. So yeah, that was this week's vlog. Now I struggle for an ending again. But yeah, so next week there will be my TBR video. There will be, I'm hoping the video that I filmed last week I'll put up this week as well, but let's see. That should technically be up for the TBR, but again, let's see what happens. You never know, I might surprise you and do 2 videos in one day. Don't hold me to that. But yeah, so yeah, I will wrap up, and awkward ending, Michelle, again. But yeah, so I will see you all in the next video. Bye.